Good evening, Pradeep.
Good evening, sir. Actually, still many has to join. So,
And problem.
if he fills if ladder, nested if and all. So, we shall go with switch statement. Sir, you are speaking? Srinivas, sir.
No, no, I went on mute. Since you started, I just went on.
Okay, fine. So, if people take the heading switch statement. Okay. Okay. So, switch statement is a multi-way selection statement where one out of multiple choices is selected for execution. So this comes under selection statement only. So in selection statement we have if else, nested if, else if ladder and switch. Okay. So here the switch statement, it is a multi-way selection statement. So you'll come to know in the syntax how we can select one out of multiple choices. Like we'll be having multiple choices to select. So a switch statement will select one out of it. Okay. So that is for execution. Okay. Now, so this is the syntax. So we have two forms of syntax. So we will discuss both. So two forms in the sense only one word is different in that, rest everything functionality is same. Okay. So if we look at the first one, okay, switch is a keyword. See, just I have changed the color of the keywords here just to identify easily. So switch is a keyword, case is a keyword, break is a keyword, and at the end default is a keyword here. Okay. Switch, case, break, and default. And when you write the keywords, you have to write in lowercase letters. And one more thing, when we write a keyword like exactly like see here switch is there, switch. So it is a keyword and we have written in lowercase letters. So if you change any letter in cap letter, that becomes an identifier. Or else if you add anything to it, like if suppose by mistake if I add e or something like a or any number, that becomes an identifier. Okay. And if the case changes also, it becomes identifier, that is uppercase to lowercase and lowercase to uppercase. Okay. Now similarly in case of case, so generally students what they do mistake here is with the case word by mistake, I'm telling, they will combine this constant also. So if it is combined, then the rule breaks, it doesn't become a keyword. And sometimes it will be habit of writing C in capital, so we have to write in C in small letter. And break is a keyword here. Okay. And one more thing at the end, default is a keyword. Okay. So switch of expression. So opening brace, case keyword, in front of case you have to leave one blank space compulsory. After that we have to write the constant values. So here constant value is nothing but integer constant value. Okay. So that you have to remember, integer constant or character constant. So in turn character constant will convert to integer constant only, so we can consider it as integer constant here. Okay. And here after constant we have to put a colon here, so colon symbol. Then we can write any number of statements here, valid C language statements. Okay. So we can write one or more, and even if we don't write a single statement also, it is correct. Okay. And afterwards we have to write the break, and this break is optional. So I will tell you which are the things optional and which are the things what we have to write compulsory. Okay. So statement 1 to statement n, break. Okay. Next, similarly we have to write case keyword, blank space, constant value here. Okay. So constant colon, after constant we have to put colon, then statement 1 to n, break. So in this way we can write n number of case constants. Okay. N number of case constant, case last I have written case constant n. Okay. And statement 1 to statement n, just similar to else if ladder, we will write multiple if conditions. So here multiple case constants, so their condition 1 to n, here constant 1 to constant n. For every constant, set of statements will be there, one or more, or even zero number of statements also can exist. Okay. So case constant n. So statement 1 to n, again break keyword. Then after all those things, default statement, just you compare with else if ladder where we have default statement. Okay. At the end after all the conditions, we have the default statement. Similarly, in case of uh, switch also we have default statements, default block, we can call default block statement 1 to n, then closing brace. So now coming to the second form, only difference is some authors use, instead of constant word, they use a label. So I have written this because if you just look at the textbook or internet or some any PDF, then you should not get confused, so that there it will be like a label. Okay, rest everything is same. Okay, that is the working, everything is same functionality between first and second form. Only thing is, instead of mentioning constant, we have to mention it as a label in the second form. If you write any one of these, then it is correct. Okay, so here also label will be having values, and those are the integer values or character values. So character values in turn convert to integer values, so we can consider finally integer values. So here in the first form, all constants will be having integer values. In second form, all labels will be having integer values. If suppose if we write character constant value, that will be converted to integer. So finally what we can say is all labels or constants will be having integer values. Okay, so now we will see how it works. Okay, here it is, there is a working of the switch statement. Okay. Okay. So here the before that, so I have mentioned the keywords used in the above forms. Okay, in the above syntax, the words switch, case, break, and default are keywords. Okay, so I have to remember these things. Switch, case, break, and default are keywords, which for which we have to write in lowercase letters. Okay, that is small letters. Next, coming to the working of switch statement. Okay, so here we have some points here. So we have to remember. Okay. So first point, the expression of a switch statement is evaluated to an integer value. So whenever we give the expression here, so if we give equation type or variable type or constant type, I think you people remember the assignment operator. There we have variable equals to expression. Here I will write it. You come to know. So in case of assignment operator, we have variable equals to expression. I hope you people remember. So here, so this expression can be constant or a variable or a or an expression, correct? So what we discussed in assignment operator. So right hand side expression can be constant or a variable or an expression. Similarly, here also what we consider expression in the parenthesis of switch statement, this expression can be constant or a variable or an expression. So if you are considering constant, that constant should be integer constant. If you are considering variable, that variable's final value, it should result in integer value. Okay, or if you are considering expression, that expression's final result should be an integer value. Okay, so again I will tell you, if you are considering constant, you have to consider direct integer constant value. If you are considering variable, that variable's result, that is variable's final value, should be integer value. If you are considering expression, that is equation, so equation's final result should result in integer value. Okay, that means finally what we can consider it is expression will be evaluated to integer value. So in one sentence I have given whatever you consider, integer or a variable, integer constant or a variable or an expression, finally the expression of the switch statement is evaluated to an integer value. Even if you consider character constant or variable of type character, that is again converted to integer value. So final thing is expression should have integer value. Next, this value is then matched with the case constants. So what happens is, once expression value we get as an integer, so what it will do, it keeps on comparing with these constants. Okay, so expression's value, does it equal to constant 1? Yes or no? Does it equal to constant 2? Does it equal to constant 3? In that way. So is it equal to constant 1 or 2 or 3? In that way, it keeps on comparing. Wherever it matches, see next sentence we will see, when the value of an expression is equal to the case constant, that is any constant, either the constant 1 or constant 2 or constant 3 up to constant n. Okay, wherever it matches, okay, the statements in that block are executed. Okay, so just like you just compare with the else if ladder. So here, wherever the condition becomes true, the statements belonging to that condition will be executed, right? Similarly, in case of switch, what we can say is like comparing switch statement with else if ladder, it will become easy for us to understand. So in case of else if ladder, multiple conditions. In case of switch statement, multiple case constants. Okay, and in case of switch statement, expressions value will be compared with case constants. In case of else if ladder, conditions will result in true or false. Okay, so in case of switch statement, uh, wherever the expressions value matches with the constant value, that particular block will be executed. In case of else if ladder, wherever the condition becomes true, that particular block is executed, right? Okay, third point we will discuss now. When the value of an expression is equal to the case constant, the statements in that block are executed. So, after executing the statements, what happens? Until either a break statement is found or the end of the switch statement is reached. See, what happens here is, for example, if expression's value, if it matches with the constant, first constant, okay, these statements are executed, okay. Then from case constant 2 to n, those statements are not executed, okay. See, again you compare with else if ladder. For example, if first condition only becomes true. If first condition is true, statement following that condition is executed and it stops. Stops in the sense further conditions are not checked. If conditions are not checked, statements are also not executed. If the first condition fails, it goes to the second condition, right? If second condition is true, statement 2 is executed. Further conditions are not checked. In this way, wherever the condition matches, the statements belonging to that condition are executed and further conditions are not checked. Here also, same thing. Wherever the case constant matches, see if the expression value matches with the constant 1 itself, then further constants are not checked. If the expression value doesn't match with the constant 1, then the it compares with the second constant. If it matches, then again these statements are executed. Okay, similarly, till n number of constants, it keeps on comparing. Okay, if at all if it doesn't matches with any of the case constants, then it will go for the default. Okay, understood. That is the third point. When the value of an expression is equal to the case constant, the statements in that block are executed until either a break statement is found. See, about break I will tell you in the example, okay, is found or the end of the switch statement is reached. This for third point we have two examples. I will tell you there. Okay, if the value of an expression doesn't match with any of the case constants, the statements in the default block are executed. So as I said, it keeps on comparing with constant values. Expression value keeps on comparing with constant values. Wherever it matches, those particular statements are executed. That is statement 1 to n. That particular block is executed and it comes out of the switch statement because there is a break keyword. Okay. If it doesn't match with any of the case constants, then it will go for the default. That is the last option. So it will go for the default block. In the default block, the statements are executed and it stops. Okay. Okay. Next point. A constant should be an integer value or a single character value. So as I said, expression value should be an integer or a character value. Similarly, constant value should be an integer or a character value. Okay, because it should match, right? If expression value is an integer and constant value is a floating point value, it doesn't match and it will show an error. Okay, so expression's value should be an integer, constant value should also be an integer. If you consider character value again it is converted to integer value only. Next, here they're telling default block is optional. Okay, so if we don't write a default block also, the switch statement will work. Okay, so how it works, they're telling the default block is optional. If it is not present, no action takes place if the value of an expression doesn't match with any of the case constants. See, whenever expression value matches with the case constant, that particular statements are executed, right? If it doesn't match with any of the case constants and if default option is also not there, then nothing happens. Okay, like in the switch statement, none of the statements will execute. Okay. Okay, so in brief, once again I will tell you so that you should not get any confusion. First thing, expression can be integer constant or a variable or an expression. So if it is an integer constant, it's fine. If it is a variable, the variable should have integer value. If it is an expression, the expression value, it should result in integer value. Okay, then here whatever the constants you use, those constants should be an integer constant or a single character constant value, which in turn will convert to integer only. Okay, and in the second form, instead of constant word, some authors use the word label. So here also label 1 to n will be having integer values or single character values. Okay, so either you can write constant 1 constant 2 up to constant n or label 1 label 2 up to label n. Okay, whichever you feel comfortable, you can write it. Next. So for every case, one zero or one or more statements can exist. Okay. Next, so expression value, once it is calculated, it tries to match with the case constants value. So it will keep on checking one by one. So wherever it matches, that particular number of statements are executed, and if the break statement is found, the control comes out of the switch structure, or else again it moves to the further constant. So that particular thing I will explain in example. Okay. So if the expression value doesn't match with any of the case constant value, it tries to find default statement. If default statement is there, default block we can consider. Default block is executed and it comes out of the switch structure. Okay. If the expression value doesn't match with any of the case constants values and this default block is also not present, then no action takes place in the switch statement. Okay. So this is how switch statement works. So once you copy this syntax, so we will discuss some 5 to 6 examples on switch statement.
One question here.
Hmm.
In the last one, you are talking about the the break, right? Break and
Hmm.
break statement. So what exactly is that? You mentioned as case constant one statement one statement two. It's similar to the like if and else ladder, right?
Yes,
If
yes.
else if else.
Uh,
But what is the big then? What is the difference between if else statement and a switch statement? Uh, what exactly is the function of the break here?
break statement will take the control out of the switch structure. Break keyword will take the program control out of the switch structure, and whatever the statements present after the switch structure, those statements are executed. Just like stopping
Sorry,
the
can you come
working
back
of
to
switch statement.
that? I didn't get it. The break statement would be the end of
Could
that particular statement, right?
Yes, that will be the end of the switch structure if it is found. If the break statement is found, that becomes the end. If it is not found, program control will move to the further constants till it reaches the end of the switch statement. So, end of the switch statement is closing brace. Either it should encounter break statement, program control should encounter break statement, or it should encounter the last closing brace.
Okay. At what stage should the break statements be given? How do I analyze and think, where exactly the break statement should come? Is it at the end of thing? Because I see that case constant one, statement one, blah 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 things up to statement n, and then a break.
Hmm.
I see case constant two has started and this thing. So after every case constant, should there be a break at the end? You need to say.
No, it's not like
How do I determine that?
break statement is
How
not
do I determine?
compulsory in switch statement. Depending on the requirement, we have to use. So here the things which are not which are compulsory is switch keyword, within that expression, opening brace, closing brace. This much is compulsory. So I'll write it and show here only. So you'll get an idea, because the things which are not compulsory we will come to know. So
Okay.
so it should be in small letter. So I will increase the font size. Wait. So this much is compulsory. Okay. So switch keyword, expression, opening brace, and closing brace. So this much is compulsory. Say and one more thing. So here, 1 minute. Okay, fine. So if we write this much, we will not get any application out of switch statement. So for this purpose, so at least we write one case statement here. So like case constant, at least one, and default statement is optional. So default block is optional. Okay. So if just like main function, see if suppose if I write a main like this without any statements in that, then here also we will not get any application out of this. Okay. At least one printf or scanf, right? Similarly, here also at least one case constant we will write it. And if the expression value results in integer, it tries to match with case constant. So at least if I write one case constant, okay, say colon some statements here, then if there is only one case constant, then no need of break, because after that it will reach the closing brace itself. So that is the end of the switch statement. So for this, I have written some 4 to 5 examples, sir. We will discuss them.
Okay, okay. And the second question is, what is the main difference? What is the advantage and main difference, or where exactly is this used? Like the if-else ladder and the switch state.
Okay. So if else
It
ladder,
more looks,
yes, sir.
it more looks the same for me.
Hmm.
So how exactly and where is this application in terms of writing the program?
Ah,
There should be some purpose because
yes,
there are
yes,
two things. One is the if-else ladder and the other one is the switch.
yes.
Where exactly? It's more or less similar to me. From a layman's perspective, I look,
Ah,
it does the same functionality. I see no difference in the functionality. So
yes.
what exactly is?
Okay. So in case of else if ladder, what happens? If suppose let us consider first two conditions are false, then it will go for the third condition. So third condition is true. So statement immediately following the condition 3 will be executed. After executing the statement that which follows immediately condition 3, then it stops actually. Else if ladder will not move further. The program control will not move further to check fourth to nth condition and also default statement. If suppose similarly, if it fails for first three conditions, if the fourth condition is true and that statement is executed, there also it stops. But whereas in case of switch statement, like see, let us consider switch of expression. Expression result will be integer value which matches with case constant 1. Okay. So statement 1 to statement n are executed. Then if I don't give the break statement here, so this point is very important. If I don't give the break statement here, after executing statement 1 to n from case constant 1, the program control still moves to the case constant 2 because there is no break statement. So when it encounters the break, then it stops. This option is not present in if else if ladder. There, if the particular condition is true and statements are executed, there only it stops. Break statement question is not there. The break statement is not there. There it stops. But here what happens? If break is there, switch statement stops working. If break is not there, then it moves to the constant 2. Yes, constant 2 will not match with expression's value, but still it moves to the case constant 2 because there is no break statement. And again we will think that there is no break statement in the case constant 2 also. Again it moves to the case constant 3. Now let us consider in case constant 3 break is there. So this particular break, let us consider for case constant 3. Okay. So here it executes the statements present in case constant 3, then switch statement stops working. So first time it matches with the exact value. Later on, till it finds the break statement, it keeps on executing the case constant value. How many case constants values are there? It keeps on executing till it finds the break statements. So once it finds the break statements, then it comes out of the switch structure. Until and unless it will not come out of the switch structure. And if suppose if the break statement is not at all present with any of the case constants, then default statement is also executed. Okay. And if default statement is also not present, then it till it reaches to the switch statement, it keeps on executing. That's what the third point says. When the value of an expression is equal to the case constant, the statements in that block are executed until either a break statement is found. So it tries to find the break statement. Where it finds the break statement, for which case block it finds the case break statement, there the program control stops working in the switch statement. Or else it reaches, or the end of the switch statement is reached. So program control will stop till it reaches to the end of the switch statement if the break statement is not at all found in any of the case constants. So this is the difference between else if ladder and switch.
Okay. Still, I'm a
I have
little about.
written examples for every point. We have examples, some 5 to 6 examples I have written for switch.
Okay. Then we will go.
Uh,
Again. Still, I'm
uh,
not able to bridge the main difference
yeah.
between if-else ladder and switch.
Yes, yes, I agree. I have written the examples. So if people copy the syntax, I think from first you have to copy definition with syntax. So you can copy the first form itself. So second form, so I will remove it. Just to remember, instead of constant one, constant two, you can write label one, label two. So just copy the first syntax.